It's a electronic funk band with a lot of soul.
Okay, I would define the sound of Funktuation as electronic, synth, disco, and funk. Those four terms are the ones which immediately comes to my mind.
Everyone said it's cliche. It's electro funk. Just that we've added some new elements, new samples, so that it kind of sounds interesting.
I define it, if you'd say genres, I would define it as electro funk, pop synth.
See, funk is all about actually make others to groove, dance, you can feel the groove, what is actually, basically that's the thing, groove.
A lot of soul which goes into it, because all of us are in the same, same sphere as funk. A bit of electro to it, a little bit of pop also to it. So there's really not a genre like that, but I'm just telling you that's what.
We want to add funk into many genres and give you a new take on that genre. Like trap is so big right now, everybody's listening to trap, everybody is trying to emulate trap, but there hasn't been a funky take on trap. So we have a track like that. Then we like Caribbean sounds is very famous right now. Like there are so many international tracks like Taki Taki, it's got A Shape of You, and they're all under the the tropical dance track. But we have done a song dedicating to all mothers in a very tropical funk sound. So it's pleasant, at the same time it's groovy, and we are celebrating the life of mothers all around the world through Tamil.
There is Latin, there is gospel, there is like a lot of genre. Like, so it's interesting that funk is the direction that we took, and I think it's really unique actually too, especially with the Tamil and Hindi and English, everything incorporated. I think it's really interesting.
A lot, from jazz to fusion, funk, fusion, rock, pop. I listen to a lot of these guys, and now neo soul. There's a new thing coming up, so all combined. So yeah, not anything particular.
We listen to a lot of Chromeo, we listen to a lot of Capital Cities, Tower of Power, and yeah, so on. So yeah, and a lot of Dirty Loops as well. So we take a lot of inspiration from a little bit from everybody and just put in something, because all of us love that kind of music. As in, we immediately groove to it. Like, you put funk and be like, wow, guys, you're onto this. So yeah.
Music always evolves, and if we don't evolve with that, we're gonna get lost. So as as time goes by, and how people adapt to new music and new sounds, and I think staying fresh is very important. So it's important to also evolve and then give the world new stuff.
I play a lot of synth bass guitar. I have a couple of pedals which generate that sound, which not a lot of people in India use. So that's why the entire band has a new sound. So I've taken a lot of inspiration from the 80s and 90s, the pop synth era.
Sound of the band, definitely a lot more. See, earlier it was like a very 1960s, 1970s, inspired funk, and then it went into this 80s and 90s, 2000, like Jamiroquai kind of a funk sound, which we really enjoyed. And then everybody started listening to everything, and then then we have conversations as to how we can keep it our sound at the same time keep it viable for the listener to not be what do you call, thrown away with absolutely avant-gardeness. I don't like to make music avant-garde. Definitely you can take few elements of your influences, bring it together and give it a new presentation or a new outlook to the sound that you're trying to portray, and that could become commercial, and that is the new sound out there.
So the thing is, I think our plus point is everybody works in the, as in David, myself, Benny, we all work apart from the indie music, we work in the cine music as well, cine industry as well. So we know what people want, what people like, what people are going towards. So we have that effort saying, guys, let's do something creative, let's see what people say. And so we know what is the trend right now which is happening. So I think that is a plus point for us.
So yeah, the first track that we released is Oora Paru, and that we are really happy with the way people been like they kind of accepted it. Like we were little scared because a lot of things came in together. That was like and we worked on that track for about a good 1.5 years, I think. Yeah, we sat on it, we recorded a lot of stuff, we threw a lot of stuff out and brought in new stuff, and then it was craziness.
We've kept it local and a little poetic too, because keeping it definitely real in the sense like, mama, mommy and all that stuff, the way you call friends, hey mommy, all that stuff, like all those little things we've captured. And also we wanted to give it a little purity of lyric also, because nobody's going to listen to, if anybody listens to a pop song or a western sounding song or a track, automatically the inclination is to go towards the western side of approaching the vocal. But what we thought, when I wrote the melody itself, I thought like, this should go the other way around, because only then it becomes new and fresh. So it meant a lot, keeping it kind of like we have lyrics like Ninavagal Venam Marakade, Maradiyum Venam Marakade. It just speaks, miles about how beautifully you can keep rhyme in the language Tamil, at the same time give it so much more meaning, and that on a funky sound could bring a lot of freshness.